I could not leave him immediately. Hence my unpunctuality, which I trust has not discommoded you.
Oh, not at all. So the Duke is off his rocker, what?
The expression which you use is not precisely the one I should have employed myself, with reference to the head of perhaps the noblest family in England. But there is no doubt that cerebral excitement does, as you suggest, exist in no small degree. He sighed as well as he could with his mouth full of cutlet. A profession like mine is a great strain, a great strain.
Must be.
Sometimes I am appalled at what I see around me. He stopped suddenly and sort of stiffened. Do you keep a cat, Mr. Wooster?
Eh? What? A cat? No, no cat.
I was conscious of a distinct impression that I had heard a cat mewling either in the room or very near to where we are sitting.
And that concludes this week's reading of How to Deal with Monsters by P.G. Wodehouse, a classic of interwar British literature and a very fine piece of comedy. But from comedy we move on to abject horror of, well, punching fishmen and dragons jumping through windows and stews of human flesh and giant meditative orb vortexes that spring out of ghostly dancers and try to kill you, and books that make your head swell up before you smash it into the pavement, dashing your brains out. I am, of course, talking about that very serious and macabre piece of horror computer gamery, Alone in the Dark, a forerunner of your Resident Evils and your Silent Hills, and amusing in no small degree. Welcome to another Purblind Gamer stream. I am, of course, your host, Purblind Gamer, and I thought it fitting we might start the stream with a little P.G. Wodehouse, because sometimes sporting nouveau riche Londoner Cthulhu joins our stream to comment on how he's being extremely fair to the participants of the game. Spooky indeed. And you guys should check out Itorama. There's another retro streamer. Does a lot of difficult games, some of them with a horror flair. How are you doing, Itorama? What have you been playing of late? Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Keep at it, and I'm sure you'll hold the world record. Myself, I could barely beat ordinary Ghouls and Ghosts, or Maldita Castilla. Not sure I could tackle the super. And I hope everybody's having a good week. And sorry about missing Sunday's stream when we were supposed to finish Alone in the Dark. It was one of my last days at home, and I was dealing with family stuff. Oh, but yeah, I'm doing all right, thanks, Itorama. Back in LA now, so my flight was delayed for 24 hours. Weather, you know. Also, airports closing at 10 o'clock p.m. The downside to flying out of small airports in rural Virginia, which have a lovely tendency to get hit by thunderstorms. But now I'm back, and after sleeping it off and working from home for another day, I'll be going back to work tomorrow. Yay! But overall, I'm doing well. Should actually start planning Halloween festivities, or at least seeing what's available. Yes, so since we missed, our schedule's gotten thrown off a bit, we'll be continuing Alone in the Dark today, possibly finishing it. It's hard to tell with this game, and then starting a new game hereafter. I agree. Delayed flights are quite the nuisance, but it could have been worse. At least my father waited with me at the airport, and so then I was able to just, when they canceled the flight, I was able to go home, and they put me on one at the same time the next day, so nothing too terrible. I mean, my father wasn't amused at having to wait around and then drive an extra hour to the airport the next night, but he's a good sport about it. And yeah, thank you to everybody who came out to my last Wednesday's stream when we finished Prodigal rather unexpectedly. And I thought it would have a bit more, I thought it would go on a bit longer. And then lamented the fact that there had not been a sequel to follow up to the twist ending. And then, of course, for Short Horror Saturday, we played a rather simplistic tie-in title, Beetlejuice, Skeletons in the Closet, directly off the original floppy. And I saved my high score to it. So now there's a floppy disk with a Purblind Gamer high score floating about in the world somewhere. Well, specifically, in the box of the game. In a large set of shelves which hold some of my computer games in rural Virginia. But after I die, well, then that floppy disk will be out into the world, I'm sure. Heaven knows what our heirs do to our game collections. So, I did not change the title. I just realized that, sorry. And now I'll have to get back used to looking over to the side again to the camera, as opposed to straight onwards. I must achieve consistency one of these days. Yes, Wednesday. Hump day. The weekend's almost here. Halloween weekend. Best weekend of the year. Just throwing that out there. Good, the title reappears. Yes, I should probably bring you guys up to speed on this game. Basically, we play as Emily Hartwood, who, after learning of her Uncle Jeremy's suicide, goes to his mansion Derceto to try and figure out what's what. She wanders up to the attic where Jeremy killed himself. A dragon flies through the window, a frog man rises through the trapdoor. Emily's fighting for her life. Essentially, it's a complicated story that spans back through the ages. That there's some ancient, there are ancient gods and goddesses, including the fertility goddess Shub-Niggurath and the god Cthulhu. The conquistadors initially ran into idols that honor the gods, and we've also discovered accounts of an evil Captain Pregst, a pirate captain who somehow evaded death and then buried a great deal of treasure in the swamps, apparently killed the people who helped him bury the treasure, and then after leaving his ship to his crew, set off with a mysterious dark man called Keith. We know this because our grandfather found and, I believe, translated or transcribed some manuscripts about Pregst. And I was actually rereading some of the text from the game, and I believe that Pregst took on the name Pickford and built Derceto, originally a plantation that he got built on land from a French noble family, and then it burned down, but the library survived with all its arcane tomes, and our grandfather built it and restored it until he died somehow, and then our Uncle Jeremy got a hold of it, and, well, from his diary, it sounds like he let loose all these monsters and then killed himself to prevent something horrible. And now we're about to venture into the ancient caverns beneath the mansion, which Pickford connected the mansion to, and which we've already seen glimpses of in the basement. There are horrible monsters there. And yeah, considering the bridge you cross to enter the caverns falls as you walk on it and you plummet to your death, I'm guessing that we can't come back from it. So we'll just hope I have all the right items and don't get soft-locked and unable to beat the game 2 hours from now. I mean, an adventure game from 1992 wouldn't do that. That would be ridiculous. No. That's the sort of terrible design choice that's relegated to, I don't know, 1980s Sierra. Alone in the Dark. And I am playing the GOG version, because it has the CD-ROM voice acting, and I only had the floppy disk version. This is a strange but weirdly fun game. Spooky polygonal armadillos. Okay. We just uncovered a secret passageway beneath the mansion by inserting a broken cavalry saber onto the shield in the wall. And I'm just taking stock of my inventory. Wish I had more health items. Also more bullets. I was looking through things we can safely leave. That's the danger of this game. You don't know what you can safely leave. I don't think we need 2 matchboxes. I don't think we need the knife. I mean, I can't. We've used that record to solve a puzzle, so I can't think we need it. Oh, they just appear on the floor there. No, thank you. It's the book that tells about the conquistadors. I think we can leave that behind. Probably should have thought back through my inventory before I started stream and be like, what have I left in piles around the mansion that I could conceivably need? Oh well, whatever. Let's venture down, shall we? What could possibly go wrong? Good Lord, Emily, those high heels. Anyone would think you were Garrett from Thief. Let's see. What strange things await us down here. Was that something on the floor or just rocks? One can never tell. They do appreciate it in this game if you, like, walk into an item, you automatically try to pick it up. It can be frustrating when you're trying to drop items, but at least you don't have to search endlessly. What is that? There's something in the background. Is that a worm? Oh yeah, I'll be saving a fair amount. This game encourages safe scumming. See also, reading the wrong book before the book that tells you not to read that book can instantly kill you. No, it saw me. Those sound effects. Oh shit. I ran into a monster. Oh hey, we got a raid. Well, that sounds like a good time to pause and welcome in the raid. Important research. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. And hey, Dame Karen, how are you? You guys should go check out Important Research, which is a great name, by the way. What were you streaming today? Well, welcome in, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind retro and variety streamer who streams a lot of horror games, especially for Halloween, and a lot of random games too. Oh, just chatting. Oh, and researching retro toys. That's awesome. David Man Guy, welcome in. Glad you guys like retro and horror too. Well, right now we're playing Alone in the Dark, the grandfather of the survival horror genre, and it's a difficult game with a complicated plot involving a pirate who makes deals with elder gods and builds an evil mansion, and a lot of otherworldly creatures, which are uncle released before killing himself, and spiders falling from the ceiling, dancing ghosts that turn into orbs that try to kill you, frogmen that eat pots of human flesh, books that if you read them make your head swell up before you smash it against the stone floor. It's real weird and real polygonal. Now, what were you researching or presenting on tonight? Important research. I'm just going to go ahead and resave my game, or restore my game. Oh, thank you so much for the host, Dame Karen. I appreciate it. Yes, it's an undead pirate who later built this mansion, and I believe we killed him, unless that was another pirate. Chopped him up with a sword we got from a possessed suit of armor by throwing a stone idol at it, as one does. Oh, right, my raid or host alert. This game is quite difficult, and is quite difficult combat too. As far as I just got to this cavern beneath the mansion. Basically, this giant thing, which I think is a worm, is going to chase us, and other monsters will try and kill us. Dragons. Oh yeah, I think I saw that worm moving again. What's that? Oh dear. It's not following me. Is it stuck? Can we attack it? True. We have this handy sword, but I'm not... Have the worm and I come to some sort of understanding? Oh no, it ate me. I suppose is a manner of understanding. I'm its food and, it eats me. Hey, wasn't there some poem about a giant worm eating humans? Nothing's coming to mind. Yeah, you know these annelids. They have a very simplistic mindset. It stunned it. Oh, okay, so the worm doesn't follow you. Oh. It may just look like I'm not playing especially well, but I swear this game is difficult to control. And the camera angles don't help. Which gives us time to fight the dragon. It's alright, we just started not too long ago and aren't that much further than we were before. Ah, good, it's dead. Is the worm gone, or...? No, the worm is not gone. I'm curious, important research. What is it you were doing today? I'm interested in... Oh boy, Retro Elvira. That's fun. She's one of the more famous horror hosts. I suppose her and the Crypt Keeper are the best ones known now. Oh, well, why didn't I see that coming? Maybe I do have to outrun it and should just go around the dragon. Will the worm be here? Oh. Huh. No, I think the worm shot its mouth out and chewed her or something. That's the thing, this game is 1992, and it's been impressive for being one of the first, 3D games with polygonal graphics. But it is hard to tell exactly what's going on sometimes. Or exactly where you're facing. Almost Alien style, yeah. goodness we have a sword. It's gotten a better range than most of the melee weapons. You know what else we have? A freaking gun. Just, you know, not a lot of bullets for it. The worms? And we have to lure it around in a circle? No. It's gonna drive me back into the worm. I think it did. It's also, if you can get further ahead, it's easier to see where you are if you're closer to the camera. Have any of you chaps played Alone in the Dark before? Oh, here he comes. Oh yeah, he's coming. So good, he's gone. Yeah. It's pretty good health-wise. Was there a giant worm in Lovecraft's writings? This game's heavily based on the writings of H.P. Lovecraft. You know there was in a Stephen King story that was sort of in the style of Lovecraft. Can we jump down? Well, right, the Sarlacc and the whatever that thing is in Dune. And, oh, something's swimming. And the lamp goes off. And it was funny, because the other day we played Beetlejuice Skeletons in the Closet, which also featured a sandworm who tried to eat us. Looks like... Oh, the cartridges are wet. Oh. And we can't shoot the rifle. Oh yeah, the game's set in the 1920s. Delta Force, this ain't. Oh, I think that's Dagon. We did run into a book of monsters that mentioned... Oh. It's hard to tell where I'm aiming. And it looks like there's a wall to the other side there. I think if we go back, the worm will just get us. Sounded a little bit Wookiee-like. Oh, here, actually, you can read one of the... I think it was the parchment that told us about some of the monsters. Maybe that'll give us... Or no, creatures of the night. Maybe that'll give us a hint.
The Creatures
Hey,
of Night
Fornado, welcome in.
by Hubertus the
This game
Bald.
does have pretty good voice
Translated
acting.
from Latin by his brother in prayer, Fratre Johann Marcus.
How are you doing tonight,
Of
Fornado?
monstrosity.
Y'all should check out Fornado.
You who read me know that night engenders monsters and that night creatures exist. The accursed book of Abdul al-Hazred is clear on this matter. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Unhappy he who knows that book.
Nice. Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, that's a quote directly from Lovecraft.
Unhappy he whose
Doing all
eyes
right,
alight
thanks.
upon that foulest of texts. Unhappy he who implores the standing stones, for he will free the powers of darkness.
And Limbo. I mean, Limbo is almost
the
retro
pit.
at this point. I
Stagnant
know.
waters are like the memory of
What
men.
retro is a big
Beneath
debate.
the surface calm, clawed beasts await and are known to initiates as the deep ones. Awaiting his prey, the deep one seizes him and drags him down to the abyss, where Dagon, the cruel god, swims and reveres him whose name may not be pronounced.
Interesting. So the Dagon worships something even worse and unimaginable.
Of libraries. Unhappy he who frees the prowler.
Oh, the Prowler.
Unhappy
We
he
managed to
who
kill
meets
him the other
prowler
day.
erring among the books. He generates the
Leviathan
vagabond that comes
and
from
Cthulhu.
other spheres. He believes the vagabond does not exist. He will feel the embrace of death, for in the eyes of
Wow.
the vagabond, books are no more than
Limbo's only
dreams,
10 years old.
stone no more than wind. The vagabond
Right.
knows how
The
to
name that
take
cannot
the
be
breath
pronounced.
of the reckless.
Because I remember there was a version of or parody of Lord of the Dance, that hymn about Cthulhu, and it mentioned the one with no name. And that was the first time I saw it before I started reading Lovecraft.
Of strife. He who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy.
Oh, I guess that's all he had to say on that.
He who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate. But he who believes he knows,
Winds in the
knows
depths will evaporate.
nothing. He who knows says nothing. Of
I wonder
death.
if this is telling us we have to be quiet.
There are domains more terrible than death. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Each creature is conjured up and is not dead, but returns to the origins. A monster, a science. Steel kills the vagabond who never dies.
They keep referencing the vagabond, and I'm not sure who he is. I don't think he's Preg/Pickford, the dead pirate, whom we did kill with the sword. I thought the vagabond was something more powerful. It's hard to tell, piecing together all these texts.
Translator's note. Here ends the manuscript of Hubertus, who died in the library of the convent of Teruella in the year of our Lord 1666.
It could be, in which case it's...
Requiescat in pace.
In which case it would be the evil pirate Pregs, who I believe also went by the name Pickford, and built the mansion initially. Will she automatically jump if she's running it? It is playing by flashback rules. No, this is not playing by flashback rules. But could you guys tell exactly what it said about the cartridges? The cartridges are wet and you can't fire the rifle? Because if we can't... Oh, okay, then if we fall in, that means we lose all our ammo for the rifle. Which is... There's a moth in here, which is exceedingly bad. In my room, not in the game. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. The gun can't be fired. Oh yeah, because we had 10. Oh, jump. There's a jump command now. I don't think that was there before. Wonder if it'll let us. I make no assumptions about what this game will and will not let us do. I do, however, make assumptions that a 10-foot-tall fish man is trying to kill us. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that works. What's that? Sheesh. Feels spiders, man. Actually, I don't know if that's a spider, but I don't want to mess with it. I don't know, it looks like a combination of spider and dog, maybe? Oh, wolf spider. We have those in Virginia. But they don't look quite so nasty. Spider dog, does whatever a spider does, except to humans, which is pretty unpleasant. How do you like that? There's a moth in my room, and now there's a moth in the game. Oh! Oh, And he doesn't like me very much. Dagon? Who invited you to the party? Can I run away? No. Spider ham. Oh well, spider pig, so... Spider pig does imply the existence of spider ham. I feel like this, that sums up this game pretty well. Can I run away? No? Okay. Spider ham. Peter Porker. Oops, I missed the jump. That sounds quite hilarious. I know Marvel has taken a couple of odd turns over the years, but Peter Porker the Spider Ham. I think that might even top Howard the Duck. Made it. Okay, we save. Into the Spider-Verse. I haven't watched that. I've heard it's a pretty good movie. Wonder if we can kill him. Oh, hey. Good spider puppy. Play dead. It's exciting in these games. You find a formidable monster and kill him easily. I played Ecstatica, which is a game very much inspired by this. And there were a couple of weird things in that were kind of like that. Don't get me started on that satyr. Oh, so Into the Spider-Verse there were... Oh, alternate Spider-Mans. I see, so it's like a Spider-Man multiverse. I very much, if you're playing this for the first time, I very much recommend saving a lot. Oh, someone else? CDCS is playing Ecstatica? Wow. Oh, playing Ecstatica 2. A couple of weird things in Ecstatica. Yeah, that game was all weird things. One of my streams for that was called I'm a Saucy Medieval Magical Beaver. And that was one of the more normal things. Wait, can I just... It's not easy to aim, but if I can take a pot shot at him... Did I get him? So how is it, CDCS? How are they enjoying Ecstatica 2? I haven't played that one yet. Oh no, I think I missed him. Ah. Just noticed it recently. Okay, I gotta line up this jump carefully. And when little Butterfree isn't nearby. Oh yay. Yes, guy sure can loop-de-loop. I don't trust myself, like, not to repeatedly miss jumps. If this were a 2D game, it would be so much easier. Play this one game on the Nintendo 64. It was a FPS with extensive platforming, jumping from one small square pillar to another. That was difficult. Even though I grew up with platformers, when there are a lot of difficult jumps, they stress me out. Nope. And it just seems more difficult in 3D. Well, I guess some games more than others. No, I didn't overshoot it. Now, to be quite reasonable, we should make it clear how exactly she's going to get across. Have nice large pillars, and if she misses one once, she instantly dies. Now, I didn't mean she dies when she hits the water. I mean she can't get out again, and it just sort of swims her out while Dagon claws on her. It's her fault for missing the thing in the first place. Gave her a fair chance, you know. That's my interpretation of Cthulhu, explaining how this whole thing is quite reasonable. And frankly, if she didn't know the worm was going to burst through the rock and then go a different way, and she was supposed to go the way he'd gone, that's entirely on her. I knew. Well then, I'm Cthulhu, and she is, well, she's Emily Hartwood, and what's more, a human. I don't really care for humans. They're tiny lifespans. They're sort of like houseflies. And I don't care for houseflies. Unless they weigh 50 pounds and kill humans. Then I'll tolerate them. Something just flew in front of the camera. Drosophila. I'm not sure if I know who Drosophila is. Is it by any chance an order of butterfly? Certainly sounds Greek or Latin. Oh, yeah. There's a flying thing. Oh good, this bridge doesn't collapse. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see. Yeah. Fast multiplying. Fast generations. Quite useful for experiments. Like pea plants. Is he flying on another level? Also, is there something on that platform, or is that in the background? I can't tell if that's an item I need. Or just a decorative thing? Let me zoom in. Yeah, I don't know much about genetics, but I can see how that would be immensely useful. Do you guys... Maybe that's a skull on a pike. Yeah. I'll just assume it's there as set dressing, and not a vital item I need to win the game. And Infogrames is like, that's exactly what we want you to think. 10 pixels of skull. Sounds like something you would find in an alchemist's cookbook. If an alchemist were programming. Oops. That was on me. I walked off the 3 pixels of bridge. Wonder if you can take the other path. It would be easier. You know, we have an old saying in Relia. Take the left path, live. Take the right path, instantly die. Why? Every little great old one of 300 learns that in primary school. It's in all their copybooks. I'm starting to think this Heartwood person isn't even 300 years old. Who knows? Is that a different color? A different color in the right one than the left one to show that it falls? Yes, I have to say, Fancy Cthulhu has ended up becoming quite a lot of fun. Because it's almost like, that's how the developers of this game thought, or maybe, I don't know. Oh, there's Dagon. I fell off. Where am I? Oh, okay, that one fell. Okay. Maybe we're just supposed to memorize which parts fall? I couldn't say. So we're there. If we go down, we land on that lower bridge. Maybe that's easier. I'm trying to see how they connect in the further back part. So there's Dagon. Oh hey, we made it. Famous last words. try this upper pathway. I don't know if it was a bridge falling that killed me last time, or me wandering off a ledge. Wouldn't be the first time. What was that time that I fractured my spine back in 13? Oh, I'm sorry, were we talking about the game? See if I go. Oh wait, I'm walking behind. I see, that's in the foreground now. So if I turn there, I'd like to thank whoever designed the N64 for having zoom buttons. No! That's on me. I forgot I still had jump selected. I was trying to prepare myself for a fight. Yeah. Yay for Zoom. I mean, assuming one likes action puzzlers released for the Sega Genesis in 1990, and who doesn't? Also, that thing we use to have online meetings that's not Microsoft Teams. Also Zoom Text, which I use whenever I'm playing games. And is quite the... and when I'm working for that matter, and is quite the godsend. Good, he still doesn't know I'm here. Oh, you can choose your own background. I must admit, I never really used Zoom extensively or experimented with its capabilities. Really needed a few times for work-related malarkey. I would like to go on record as saying that as many times as it says the lamp goes off, the lamp is not on. Shit, the lamp's not on, is it? No, okay, good. It's hard to tell, but I think this still may be the most direct way. And then... God, the lower platform looks so low. I wonder if we have to jump. I dasn't save here. Where am I? The camera... oh, there I am. Getting mauled by the sea monster. Oh, that's cute, having those backgrounds for your niece's birthday on Zoom. Can we kill him? I honestly don't. And I'm in the soup again. Oh hey, Live Joan Arc, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? Oh, Adro71, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And hey, you guys should follow Live Joan Arc, who's a good friend of mine from film school, and streams a lot of more modern games, like new Pokemon, new Zelda, that Tales set underground that we don't talk about. Hey, this game's set underground too. But how did the rest of your stream go, Liv? Welcome in, Tom Stranger, and Sunstone Sun, hey. And Edro. Thank you guys so much for coming for the raid. Oh yeah, I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind retro and variety streamer who does mostly Well, a lot of horror games, and a lot of random games. Oh, sorry about that, Tom Stranger. Need to loosen my auto mod. Hey. But, tonight we're playing Alone in the Dark, which is one of the predecessors of the survival horror genre, or the first true survival horror game, depending on how you look at it. And it's quite difficult. Hey there, Liv. No, I know that happens. It can take a while to get in to the raid, switch everything off. But how'd the rest of your stream go? And seriously, you guys should follow Liv. She's a wonderful person. A good friend of mine. Oh. Well, I'm glad it froze after stream as opposed to during stream. That's the worst. So I was starting to explain, we're playing Alone in the Dark, which is one of the oldest survival horror games. And I'm saving and loading a lot because the game basically expects it. Like if we miss one jump or step, we'll fall. And then this sea monster thing will start slashing at us and we'll lose all our bullets and our lamp will go out and it's just unpleasant. Heavily inspired by the work of H.P. Lovecraft. They're powerful things that will kill you very easily. Wait, did I make it? Oh no, wait. Okay, I'm on a platform. Wait, where do I go? It's a dead end. No, I think it's a dead end. I thought I was going to play Resident Evil 1, didn't I? Maybe after this I'll wait a little while before venturing into that. If we go the other way, maybe we can jump from that platform there. Oops, loaded the wrong game. A game of golf. Oh, that's right. I remember in your stream you were talking about learning golf to beat Ganon. But were you able to finally win the golf game? That's strange as minigames. Oh, okay, and now the giant fly is getting in on it. I really should equip my sword. Hard to line up, especially with this angle. Oh, that's got him. Well, I might as well save again. I know you've been making good progress in that Breath of the Wild. Do you think you're close to the end at this point, Liv? I would drop down to the lower level when I land on... Okay. Drop down again. Dagon says hello. I tell him to go back to his black lagoon. Wait, can I jump up here? Whew. No, even though he does sound a bit wick-wookish, it's a bit low on the fur to be a Chewbacca. I wonder if the... Oh no, that's okay. Have you... If your computer's freezing, have you tried putting it in the microwave? Maybe that'll help. Note that Purblind Gamer LLC is not qualified to give advice regarding computers and should not be trusted under any circumstances. Let's see if I can line it up. Hey, welcome in, Havoc. How are you doing tonight? You guys should go check out RDM Havoc. He's a really awesome variety streamer. Does all manner of games. I missed your stream today, Havoc. How did it go? Yikes, that does indeed sound like golf. Pacify. Ooh. Not familiar with that one. That was alright. That's good. Is that a horror game? 'Tis the season. Well, congrats on finally mastering the golf game, Liv. Oh, got some guests. Some guest, unless... Oh, you're streaming the 7th guest tomorrow, Havoc. Wonderful. That's a fun game, one might say. Hey, Caffeinated Diabetic, welcome in. Y'all should check out Caffeinated Diabetic. I swear. I like how I suggest, hey, playing the 7th guest, and Havoc's just like, no. Hey, once you've watched it, you don't need to play it. But oh, that's awesome. Our Backlog Cabin and Evelisi are coming to visit. Oh, that's really nice. And I was going to say, unwanted house guests invading your house. Oh no, but those are very wanted house guests. If I had watched it before playing it, I might not have played it myself. For those of you who don't know the 7th guest, it's a horror adventure classic. And by classic I mean it's a very historical game. With some good scenes, and some good puzzles, and some other puzzles. Oh wait, don't we have the secret key? Yeah, I feel like that's a game. You really get a lot of the impact out of just watching a playthrough. Oops, wrong button. A book. Oh, here's a book we haven't read. We should check this out.
The tale of Captain J.W. Norton of the Army of the Union.
Oh, here's a new one. Oh no. Had surgery. Oh, that's awful, caffeinated diabetic. But I hope it does get better, and, I'm hoping you have a swift recovery from that. Sure. That's great your son will be able to help you.
1862.
Mm-hmm.
The South was in collapse. Louisiana was open to us.
Sorry
I had
about
each
your
day
surgery.
to requisition victuals for our troops, and was aided in this endeavor by a score of brave men.
The voice acting in
Rebels
this
were
game
not
is
yet
fun.
ready to lay down their arms. The region was far from safe. I headed further and further west and questioned many freed slaves. From them, I learned of a plantation on the coast. Its name was Derceto.
Hey, that's the mansion that we were in before we went underground.
We received a less than hearty welcome. Only Pickford, the owner, behaved in a friendly manner. While my men counted cattle and grain reserves, I learned what I could from him.
Period voice acting.
Man was most unusual,
From
possessed an
spanning the
extraordinarily
centuries.
cultured mind. At nightfall, I gave orders for the men to bivouac at Derceto. Pickford invited my second-in-command, Lieutenant Patterson, and myself to dine. And our host proved a most entertaining conversationalist. While coffee was being served, Patterson went to inspect the men's camp. The cigar Pickford offered me was so acrid that my head began to spin.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm trying to speed up recovery. Hey, fingers crossed.
I remembered campfire tales of fellow officers trapped by
Dangerous
devilish
cigar.
Confederate tricks. My mind floated in a foul and dense fog, from which emerged the enlarged and deformed face of Pickford. He grinned at me.
Ooh, creepy.
Patterson's return chased off the nightmare. I heard shouts and firing from outside and found the
Yeah,
strength
coffee
to
is
take out
good.
my revolver. I fired 3 shots. Pickford fell to the floor. Patterson then helped me out of the burning house. The air was filled with smoke. We resembled a company in disorderly retreat. I saw slaves leaping into the flames of that inferno. They were trying to save Pickford's life.
Yeah, the French noblewoman recounted that too. And they never were sure how Derceto caught fire. Just blamed it on the Union troops. Yeah, them and their tricks. Is that all?
I remember Patterson's return chased off the night.
But the library and all its books survived. I'll see if this is the right key. A gem. Oh right, the library ghost, which we think was called the Prowler. He gave us a lot of trouble till we stabbed him with the right-shaped dagger. And another book. Hi. This game has taught me to save before reading books.
Memoirs of a Lost Soul.
The mask must fall. You who discover this manuscript understand this. I am here at your side. I am waiting in the darkness of my crypt. Soon you will belong to me. One of my slaves wrote this document. I have lived for 3 centuries, and my name is Ezekiel Prext, or Elijah Pickford.
Pregst was
You may
Pickford.
choose which to call me. I do not hide out of fear. My power is immense. I have sailed the 7 seas. My ship, the Astarte, spread terror through all the continents.
Astarte
The
and
corsairs judged
Derceto
me
are
like the
related
Welsh
names.
judges of 1620, but they could not destroy me, and neither could the pirates. Now, I am immobilized. Damned Yankees!
You gotta have heart. Oh, sorry, wrong damned Yankees. Sorry, I couldn't
Witchcraft,
resist.
Voodoo, and the Cthulhu cult. I know them all. I have reigned and implored the stones. Only the Chthonian haunts the cavern and resists me, but he dare not attack. I have need of a living body to regenerate myself. The Heartwoods managed to escape from me, but you who are reading these words, you will yield to my embrace.
Right, our Uncle Jeremy Hartwood killed himself, and our grandfather, who restored Derceto, I think he disappeared? I can't remember.
I hear your ragged breath and smell the stench of your fear. I have vanquished death.
Do not
I
possess
built
the corpses
Derceto.
or the live
I
bodies.
know what it is to wait. Cthulhu helps me. My servants will lay you upon the sacrificial stone. My roar will rend the night. You will be mine, and I shall reign once more. Come to me.
It'd be a lot of fun to act in this game. So that makes sense. That's what the death sequence shows when you die, is being laid on the sacrificial stone. Yeah, it is quite epic. So I guess that mysterious dark man Keith, who he made the pact with, was an emissary of Cthulhu. So now it all makes sense. I've always said I was a sporting fellow. Give him a good chance. So I gave this young Pregst lad a chance, and he's taken it and done quite well. And if he hasn't been quite fair to this Heartwood girl or her progenitors, well, that's not my fault. Can only be fair to one human, and can't help if humans aren't fair to each other. We old ones are quite fair to each other. When we're not killing and having our spawn kill each other off. Death loses a lot of its meaning when you can't die, you know. Really badly curious about this whole death thing. Wait, am I walking down a corridor or into a wall? Maybe I'm supposed to push this stone thing. Oh, hey, it's moving. Ran into that earlier in the game. Can't figure out where to go. Shove something that looks conspicuous. It's kind of nice that this part is more linear than the mansion itself. Yeah, he did He was rumored to hide treasure, and actually that's what our grandfather was initially looking for. An empty room. Huh. We didn't die. Always a pleasant surprise. There's a mechanism to trigger. Okay, I think it's saying that door is opened elsewhere. What's that? Oh, that's just the wall. Oil lamp. And only one other oil can, and I hope that's enough. Wasted too much oil in the dashed library. Dead end. And here we see the map of an RPG. Yeah, this room is in the dark and we're alone. Oh, that would be a good name for a horror game. Somebody write that down. It is a maze. It looks like a maze. That's true, actually. Yeah, you're right, Fornado, because almost all the rest of the time, I mean, there are only a few points where it's in the dark, and you're certainly not alone, because everything's trying to kill you. Oh, wait, is that something in the wall? No, I guess not. I can't remember, have you played this before, Fornado? I wonder if I'll have to find a switch or something and then make our way back out of the maze. No, the lamp doesn't need to go off. The lamp can stay on, thank you. The lamp is staying on. There really are supernatural forces at work here. Or we just automatically refilled it. Hey, what's that? Is it just a line in the floor? Oh. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one playing these games. Well, actually, I do remember seeing Fractal Mind Mike was playing through at least some of the trilogy. Yeah, it is dark. And you're so small. I'm just zooming in here. I don't know if that's a wise idea or not. Okay, so that's definitely a wall. Oh, the last one. You mean like the new Nightmare or the reboot game? Actually, no, wait. Was there a sixth Alone in the Dark game? And not counting ports, there was the trilogy, New Nightmare, the reboot. Was there another? Wait, what have we here? I mean, the lamp's out of oil, but it's staying lit, and I'm not complaining. Yeah, there was a new Nightmare, like late 90s, circa 2000, and then there was one just called Alone in the Dark, in like '09, I think? Somewhere around there. See if I can search. There's a mechanism to trigger. Oh, okay, now the lamp's out. Yes. Maybe we have to relight it. Realism. Okay, the lamp is on. Is that just a wall? I guess it is. Is that? You can see another like walkway back there. Okay. It looks like we'll have to find multiple switches within this labyrinth. And that could take a while. I saw that line on the floor, and actually maybe that's the edge of the wall. I can't tell. Wait. The only thing up here was that mechanism. Yeah, I think so. Imagine how frustrating it would be if you got to this point in the game and realized you didn't have any spare oil cans. No, that's definitely the only way. Let me know if you guys see anything that looks like a switch or a mechanism. Is this the way we came in? I mean, I reloaded it, so I had a full extra can with me. And thank goodness I saved at the start of this maze. And up to your tricks, infograms. Infograms, however it's pronounced. I'm up to your tricks. Monstrous thunder armadillo people. Is that just a dead end? Oil lamps burn fuel at a shockingly quick rate. I'm so glad we invented electricity. And I think at this point we're almost back to where we started. Let me follow it along and see if I'm correct. Yeah, electricity is useful for many things. Like, wandering around labyrinths beneath your uncle's mansion, powering computers with which to stream, killing people, assuming you have some sort of weapon which is powered by electricity. Tesla cannons. We've played video games. We've seen Tesla cannons. Looks like further dead ends. I was just thinking of saying that. I'm not sure what Nikola Tesla would say if he saw all the games that had Tesla cannons in them. It was like, no, the point of electricity is not to kill people, or aliens, or zombies. Also, what exactly are these aliens and zombies? Thing in the middle, is that just a pillar or is it something else? Back we go. If only I had some golden thread, but I don't. Okay, I think that was the same passage, just kind of jumpy when the camera angles change in here. I wonder if this is how Cthulhu sees us, like little ants crawling around in the darkness, with only a small, limited source of light. Actually, it's probably exactly how Cthulhu sees us. Okay, so there's another mechanism up here. Right by the entrance. Natch. That connects. Right. Oh, there I am. I was like, did I wander off screen and the game didn't know it? But actually... Just weird that it's letting me go that far off screen. Also weird, it's not letting me use the oil lamp. Oh, okay, there it is. This is the entrance, right? Okay. This is nothing. Huh. This is the same way I went before, right? Yeah, mazes in the dark, with limited fuel for your light. Wait. Is there something in the wall there? Or is it just slightly lighter colored rock? Gosh, I wonder if we were supposed to push on one of the doors that had a mechanism. And I was too busy trying to open/search everything. And we did come down here before. Right, and this is just leading us back by the entrance, right? Yeah, trying to push it, but it didn't seem to have any effect. There's a mechanism to trigger. I mean, I suppose we could go to that. And I don't think that was a white line. I think it was just part of the floor. So concerning. You can wander off the screen like that. This might be one of the parts where I have to resort to a handy walkthrough. I mean, even with perfect sight, I feel like there's plenty of opportunities to miss things in here. No offense, Alone in the Dark. I don't bloody trust you. Yeah, that's what it looks like, the line, and the more I look at it, the more I'm sure it's just a wall meeting the floor. When we were here... You know what, screw it. Time for the walkthrough. Yeah. First the wine, then the walkthrough. Useful things walkthroughs always keep one handy. Well, when I'm playing an adventure game. When I'm playing an arcade game, I usually don't keep one handy. Here we are. Dark maze. Oh, good. Well, if everybody does it, I think I'll do it too. Yes. Gotta fit it in with the cool retro streamers. Right. Okay. Walk to the left. And try to wind around to the left until you cannot go any further. Then turn down. The David Attenborough of retro games. I can live with that. Hello, I'm David Attenborough. Today I'm going to be streaming Alone in the Dark. What is this? Instant death traps? A dark maze with finite oil? Fuck that shit, I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Most of what my experience with David Attenborough may or may not come from the Spitting Image reboot. I assume it's accurate. Oh, people actually say that. Well, I'm flattered then. Anyway, I think that's quite a good thing to be known as. If you gotta be compared to a celebrity, I guess I'd rather be the David Attenborough of retro games than... I don't know what the alternative is. There's fancy Cthulhu. Actually, yeah, if David Attenborough did stream retro horror games and analyze them, I would watch that. I think there's a good documentary to be had there. For NATO. If you happen to know Attenborough's agent, you should suggest that to him over tea or something. Stall for retro games. Curses! It's Alone in the Dark is a terrible game. It's crazy, sick, and mean. Yeah, your people to contact his people. But you're right about the arcade things. Arcade walkthroughs being that simple for NATO. Oh, have a good night, Havoc. Thank you so much for coming in. No more of that nonsense. And I hope your house is in tip-top shape and you're able to welcome your wonderful house guests in. And that Retro doesn't pee on their shoes. Retro can cause quite a mess. I mean, just look at this game. Oh, he's been a naughty puppy. He's young. He'll learn. No, the thing about arcade game walkthroughs, then there are a few arcade games where it's like, oh, it would have been nice to know that. Like, I don't know, Bubble Bobble or Dragon's Lair 2. Other things I'm not thinking of. What are they? Eating things you like? I think I missed something. Oh, right. Off the screen. Oh, Retro's Australian. I forgot about that. Eating things you like. Well, sorry about your Windows 98 PC. You shouldn't have left it within his reach. But I'm sure you'll get another one that he doesn't find quite so tasty. Yeah, we're not throwing the gem in the dark maze. What is this? Walkthrough says go downwards until it's no longer possible. Oh, good night, Havoc. Thanks so much for coming by. Shoot, maybe it was just we were supposed to use the gem on one of the doors. The furthest door. I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Maybe I'm just not visualizing the directions of this walkthrough particularly well. They don't mean Emily's left. They mean overhead camera left. Got it. Okay, now it makes sense. I think. About as much suspense as anything makes in this world. Yes, I even had the walkthrough on a few sites written in such a way that it might throw you off if you happen to be stupid. Oh, shut up, Cthulhu. Great old ones? More like rather dickish old ones. So wait, Cthulhu was one of the old ones, what am I thinking? Those are a different race of creatures, I believe. Yes, wasn't it? All the way over here. Is that it? Yes. Hark. And we made it. Wonder if we opened one of the other doors with the gem, a bunch of like hungry jackals would have swarmed out and eaten us. And their tongues would have been made of snakes. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Oh, that's water. And that's a tree shooting lightning balls. Because, why not? Oh, fireballs, excuse me. Hey, Dagon! Wait, something else just spawned. Let me see. Can we shoot the tree? Actually, I might as well save it. I suspect we have to try and hop from rock to rock. Oh shit, there's another one there. Maybe we should just, hop to it. Fireball shooting tree? What? Don't you have one in your yard? Oh, we fell into the water. I feel weak. I think I feel dead. Yeah. That means they have these kind of trees in the yard. Dude, it's like once you fall in the water, that's it. Can I shoot the tree with my rifle? I think it's a tree, I don't know. It's something. I'll give it that. Thing has a kick to it. Oh. Well, now that I know I can do that, I'll try and replicate it. Oh, thanks. Dagon doesn't think so. Dagon wants to play. But I've got things to do. I've got undead pirates with Eldritch affiliations. Oh, hey! That's the door from the death sequence. We must be close to the end. Shoot. We don't have the... Remember that random brick we found in the cellar? And picked up for no reason to trigger the sliding wine casts with the giant chunk monster in the cavern behind it? Let's stick that in here. I mean, it's going to be hilarious if that actually works. Wait, what did she say? Wait, did that actually work? Or maybe she was saying there's no room. Okay. We haven't found a reason yet, but we may. Nah, no room, unfortunately. We probably gotta go back somewhere and find something else. Oh, talisman. There's a blithering hole in the rock right in front of you. I don't know what you want. I hope we can use bullets in the final battle, because I've got plenty. Idea. We lose our rifle and all our bullets, or the use of all our bullets, if we go into the water. Ah, but what if we don't have our rifle when we go in the water, huh? Yeah. I'm on your level, game. Maybe. Thanks. Let's see if it's smart enough. Less smart, jumping into the water and taking a fireball to the face. Hello, Yggdrasil. What have we here? there's the sacrificial stone. Okay. Let's play ring around the fireball tree with Dagon. Oh my gosh! The fireball tree just shot Dagon. I like it. No, they can definitely hurt me in the water. And we haven't investigated. Oh, it's a new Dagon! Sometimes one eldritch sea god is not enough. You can't slash through solid stone. There are rules, sir. Oh, okay, I guess he can. I mean, I've done the same thing in games, but I am, well, something of a protagonist most of the times when I play games. All we have to do is give him the runaround. I know. I mean, granted, the game kind of foreshadowed it. Because, you know, that is not dead which can eternal lie, and what is killed shall reform. I guess the game did tell us this was going to happen. Even so. I mean, it's not like you can get away with that in a lot of games. Like, what if at the end of Streets of Rage you killed Mr. X and then he was just like, surprise, I'm back. And then you killed him again and he was like, surprise, I'm back. Oh wait, that's how sequels work. Actually work. This game really knows how to hook you. Oh wait, we're back here. Then perhaps I can use this to open one of the other doors in the dark maze. Yeah, that's true. And death gives life its meaning. The darkness defines the light that it borders, and all that stuff. We gotta be real close to the end. I don't feel so bad about using the oil can now. Oh. A wet matchbox. Wouldn't it suck if I didn't have the lighter? Is that who said that? Someone in Marvel? Figures. This is why you save your game a lot. Pirate's Log book, not Pirate's Log hook. right, I'm back here. Oh, that's true. I don't know a lot about comics, but I know people don't always stay dead. There was one other door in that maze, wasn't there? Was there? Yes, I can't remember. I'm back in the maze. Actors have contracts, and audiences have their favorites. Oh yes, we're back here. Hello, Dagon. Goodbye, Dagon. Where else can we go? I thought there were only 2 mechanisms in the maze and the one outside it. Back here. Yeah, the Peter Cottontail room. Not messing with that if we don't have to. Forgot about that. Well, let's explore the water, shall we? Must be something here. Why else would this little patch of walkway be here? Of course, this is all speculation. Maybe not. Maybe there's nothing. Oh, seriously? How have I not learned to just try and kill things in this game? I suppose trying to kill things can have its consequences, like your death. Wait, is this different? I think... nah, I guess it's not really different. I was hoping it might give us a hint. Yeah, she got sacrificed, and so I guess that means Preg/Pickford possessed her and fully opened the portal, or became a godlike entity himself. This is silly what I've conserved my damned oil for. I was one step away from what I was trying to do. A parchment. Is this something we haven't read?
The Book of Yael, Signs of Stone, Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults. Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher, legate in the Curia of the Vatican.
Wait, have we? We may have read this in a previous
Numerous
stream.
devilish cults speak of monstrous creatures called the Old Ones. These supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions. Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden literature in order to cause these frightful entities to appear before. What serious student of folk myths has not come across the names of Cthulhu
Oh no,
and Shub-Niggurath?
we did read this. It must have been before I died and saved or something.
It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He who goes in shadows protect themselves with signs of stone carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects. For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by
Right.
the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Manar stone, a heavy material said to be
Monarstone.
disagreeable to the touch. The sinful practices of those who fall into such errors can only lead to the darkest of despair. It is why we must forever
Nothing useful to our current plight. Wait. Can we jump back up where we first met the worm? Possibly? Nope. But Dagon takes a while to come back up. I must say, our Miss Harford is quite athletic. Let's just hope she's going in the right direction. there was that other patch of rock that looked like it could be a door. One of these tunnels. Yeah. Which way was which? No, that. Oh no, this was the way we came. So the worm went that way. It came from this way. Oh. Right. I wonder if the worm was the thing we saw behind the wine rack in the basement. What's that? Oh hey, I guess it was. The unholy rats that cannot die. Now I feel like, because we did everything in the mansion. Hey! Oh. Shoot. Hold on. Let me kill a vermin with a sword. Get out of here, Brown Jenkin. Seriously. These rodential familiars. A giant tequila worm. It would explain its erratic movements. It's drunk. Okay. Was that the worm that ate us when we tried to use the front door? Can we use the front door now? Is all we're trying to do escape? I feel like I'm missing something. I assume we'll get instantly killed if we try this. Yeah, oh yeah, that's not the worm. That's just, I don't know, a portal. Call it Yogg-Sothoth. Yeah. You know, you're right, the rats are so small, but they sound so disturbed. Or disturbing. One of the two. Now we're missing some important step. Oh, it's green. No, so it's a different color than the worm, and its mouth is different. I don't really know what it is. Which is a lot of the Alone in the Dark games. It's like, I don't know what that is, but it's not right. Nature, you aren't supposed to do that. I think I'm going to look at the walkthrough, see if it can give me a hint. I probably could figure it out. It would just take a bit more wandering around. Oh, interesting that the colors are like that. Okay, that's it. Moths. We gotta destroy the tree. Probably should have figured that out. It did look, well, unholy. Oh, there's the rifle. Then when it comes after we destroy the tree, maybe we just flee. Wait, is that Pregst? Fused with the tree? I thought it said you're supposed to throw the oil lamp at the tree. Meanwhile, and there I am back on the sacrificial stone. But who put me there? Fish boy. And there's a fireball. And there's me running to my death. This happens quite frequently. do look like human hands and feet. In a close-up. I wonder if you can throw it at the tree from here, and that's what I'm supposed to do. Probably not. I'm sorry, I think I need another hint. I'm also probably just getting tired and not thinking as clearly. I should start streams earlier. I have to use the lighter to light the oil lamp. Can I do that while I'm in the water? I mean, it does actually make perfect sense. Yeah. Oh, maybe the lamp was just out of oil. It wasn't because I jumped in the water. I mean, there's a fair chance the books and parchments did hint at this, and I just missed it. Yeah. Probably eventually I would have tried using everything on every door with a mechanism and would have got that the gem was supposed to open that one beyond the maze. Well, here, I'll just drop the rifle here. And then I shall have the pleasure of throwing wet matchboxes and empty oil cans at the fish monster. Because nothing goes to waste around here. Except, you know, the two daggers we didn't use. lamp is lit? Good. There. Fire burns trees. Oh. How do you like that? You beat the big bad, you get killed by a fish monster off camera. I keep forgetting it's quicker to throw than to drop. She's so fastidious. When she puts things down, but then she'll just chuck gramophones at the wall. Fortunately, 1920s gramophones are very sturdy of make. That's okay. I'm gonna use the lighter. Impressive. Now we run. Oh wow, the caverns are collapsing. I think it's an appropriate title. No, wait, shoot. Wrong way. Now there's not an invisible timer. Thank goodness it's all lit. Everything's awful quiet now. Made it. Yeah, maybe we don't need to run. I mean, maybe. Monsters are all gone. But still, when tunnel worms are involved, I don't take chances. Oh yes, she may have killed old Pregs to burn the damn tree to the ground, sealed up the portal, but I see no reason why a giant worm shouldn't eat her. It will certainly amuse me. Might even amuse her. In the last moments of our lives, I'm sure she could appreciate the irony. She wasn't getting chewed up by squealing immortal rats in the cellar. Even the interdimensional rats have gone. So what was the point of the block we took from behind the sliding secret door in the cellar. Now the real test. But let's save before the real test, shall we? Shoot. Yeah, the title works yet again. It's the countryside. I guess that's the end. Is he going to turn into something? I knew it. What if they actually follow that up in the second one? I haven't played the second one. Though I know Emily does appear in the third one. Okay, setting up for the sequel. Hey, thanks. Yeah. The old dead driver and an alternate dimension routine. I wonder if Grim Manor, that we played for Short Horse Saturday in the spring, was inspired by this. Is that all? No credits? Oh, okay. And that's that. We're hitchhiking with a skeleton on the back road to hell. Back road to another dimension. Oops. And that was Alone in the Dark. Maddening sometimes. Thank you. Yes, never gave up. Consulted the walkthrough. But that's not giving up. That's just using the tools we have without having to pay for a strategy guide. Yeah. I mean, most of the puzzles had hints in the game, even if they were obtuse or I hadn't come across them yet. Still, it would have taken me an awfully long time if I didn't have to look up hints a couple of times. Especially for the end. Like, having to burn the tree. Well, thank you very much. I mean, I did enjoy the experience, even if I got frustrated sometimes. The voice acting added a lot to it. I'm really glad I didn't play the floppy version, but went with the fully voice acted one. And yeah, interesting story if it was a little bit twisty and turny and cobbled together, and went out of its way to reference 50% of Lovecraft's work. That's true, you know. Now that you've seen this, maybe you don't need to play it yourselves. It's like the nostalgia critic used to say, I remember it so you don't have to. But you know, playing this on the heels of heels of The Seventh Guest, I will say that plot does seem to make a little bit more sense. Even if there are some unexplained aspects, and yeah, I mean, it's okay to not fully explain everything, and I don't know if the ending really the final twist actually makes sense, or if it was just something for them to throw in at the end for fun, you know, final scare. Yeah, kind of seems like that's more like what it was, but I'll ruminate on it. Yeah, that pretty much wraps up the stream, which ended up being a goodly length. I'm glad we were able to finish this tonight, especially once I realized we were fairly close to the end. I did say we would finish it for Spooktober. Skeleton Driver as a sequel to Baby Driver. Or maybe it's a tie-in with Grim Fandango, which I still haven't played. Yeah. Games that... and movies that... and things you would never think they went together. Oh, it's coming up for my streams. I'm still going to be keeping to the same schedule. Wednesday and Sunday evenings, Saturday late afternoons, I think. Unless I end up having Halloween plans this weekend, which I'm trying to finalize. And so on Saturday, I'll do Short Horror Saturday. And oh right, I had promised. I saw our friend Haggard Hessian was playing Splatterhouse 2 today, and it reminded me I had promised I would try to do Splatterhouse 3D Gold for Short Horror Saturday this Spooktober. There's also, I think, Neon Arcade was playing through the Splatterhouse trilogy, which is a good game. And I've been considering maybe I shouldn't, because it's actually quite similar in gameplay to Scary Garden Tales 3D, which we played earlier in the month, but I don't know, it's been a couple weeks and it's different enough. I think I'll try to get Splatterhouse 3D Gold working. Oh, your niece decorated with a plastic skeleton for Halloween. That's cute. Halloween decorations. Great part of being a kid. Especially when the stores would sell cheap ones and you could put them out. Rubber rats and things. And, leave them up a few months after Halloween. Why not? Very festive. Come Christmas, the witches are still stirring their cauldrons, the fanged rats are still leering out of the bushes, the bleeding ghosts are still hanging out of the windows. It really must drive the mailman mad. Oh, she has a skeleton doll, too. That's what I'm going to try and do for Saturday, and then for Sunday, I'll try and stream some Halloween games. I don't know if I'll do that Halloween FPS from 2005 I mentioned. I may try other ones. We've got plenty of Halloweens in the future, so you can't use up all the Halloween games at once. No, I can imagine seeing a skeleton hanging off a 2-year-old's cot. It would quite alarm you, especially if you're not expecting it. And then, after Halloween, Spooktober will be over, but I'll still play horror games, you know me. And I did grab a couple of games while I was back home that I tend to try and play in the future. A couple of really obscure adventure games that were never digitally re-released, and a PC port of Glover, which is a N64 game I always kind of wanted to play. Disembodied hand smashes things. And also... oh, right, and I did say I would try playing at least one of the Carol Reed games, which is a long-running series of adventures. So maybe I'll start one of those next Wednesday. And, then I'll try and get back into the pattern of playing an adventure game and an action game simultaneously. So, various things in the future. Probably I'm overdue to play a good rail shooter as well. And, right, if Glover were a horror movie. And you can, if you're not following me on Twitch, feel free to do so, but also on Twitter and MySpace, when I post stream announcements and stream cancellations and streaming randomness, especially Twitter. Which I'll do if I end up having other Halloween plans this weekend that cause me to modify my streaming schedule. Oh, and I'm sorry I'm so behind on uploading my VODs to YouTube, like a good couple weeks behind. I promise I'll get on that. I was actually trying to do it today, and hopefully be all caught up by the end of the month, depending on how much work I have at work in the next couple days and what else I have to do. And I'll try and do something special for Halloween. Let's see. My camera's shifted slightly over the course of the stream. I can see a lot more of my microphone. I mean, I should probably have it positioned better than being balanced on top of 2 jewel cases of varying size on top of a half-empty 12-pack of cider with a camera balanced on a rather large pen on top of them. Isn't that how most streamers set up their streams? I don't know. I didn't read the damn manual. Never do. Well, I mean, just take a Genesis game, I do. The manual's not too long. Or if the game's too complicated. Oh no, it's quite a sturdy box, about the same size as the jewel cases. It's all quite a legitimate setup, or at least not too dangerous. Ah, I see. Mostly post politics on Twitter. I mostly post innocuous nonsense on Twitter myself. Actually, I almost exclusively post streaming-related things. Yeah, I do plan to get a better setup. Especially set up with a bigger monitor and external keyboard. Ooh, and a nice $1,000 streaming PC. Shoot, I gotta find $1,000. Yeah, I'll start keeping my eyes on the ground, looking for nickels and dimes people drop. If you guys could hang out whilst we raid somebody, I'd appreciate that. Huh. Purblind Gamer streams late? What else is new? I even managed to stream late when I was 3 hours back on East Coast time, which tells you something about my habits. Yes, Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. Please do not let the goose get too large. It may be able to start eating human beings, and once geese develop a taste for flesh, well, then it's awfully hard to eat them for Christmas dinner, because then you start to wonder, am I eating human flesh? The same way those fishmen were going to eat that pot of human flesh stew and Alone in the Dark? Yeah. Just don't feed your geese people. That's the easiest solution. And don't feed any of your pets people. I mean, okay, if you have a pet alligator and times are hard... No, actually the rule stands. God, why do I have to make everything ghoulish at the end? Didn't the game do that well enough? Human pate, oh... Right, if you make liver pate from a goose that's eaten humans, it's technically human pate. Ah. Oh, okay. Several of our friends online. Exactly. I wouldn't do that if this were November or something. I wouldn't make streams ghastly. Wouldn't reference turkeys eating people. That would just be silly. Also quite marketable. Isn't there that children's book about the turkey that ate my father? Yeah. Children's books of the 90s got weird. As opposed to children's books of all the other decades. I mean, seriously. Marmalade-eating Peruvian bears knock around London causing mischief? Yeah. Children's books have always been weird. We should just accept it. Oh, right, old Elvira. Terrible jokes. Various people. Streaming. Oh, old school Jay's streaming. You know, he hasn't been streaming as much in a long time at work. Maybe we should raid him. What's he playing? Naissance. Sounds like one of those, I don't know, Chinese games. Or possibly German. I don't know. I don't speak foreign. I speak the Queen's American. Oh, it's the same game he was playing last time. Ah, yeah, the Escherian game. Nice. You got games based on Escher, games based on Geiger, games based on Monet. When's Magritte getting a game? Magritte was a badass. Shoot, now I want to make a horror game based on Magritte, but I don't know how to code. I do know how to type, but the OBS's keyboard lag has other plans. Friggin' bugs in my computer, and the bugs in my room. Ooh, a Goya horror game. Or game in general, but preferably horror. Considering, he painted that one painting that inspired Lovecraft's story. Real nightmare fuel. Look at Goya's Saturn devouring his son. Which I think they just gave him that title posthumously. They don't know what Goya was trying to do. But yes, full of horrors. Always a good time. Thank you guys again for coming to my stream. I'm Purblind Gamer, retro/variety, and whether you're chatting or lurking or hanging out or whatever, it means a lot to me. And thank you to the Important Research and Live Joan Arc for the raids, if you guys are still around. So, hope everybody has a good night. I'll see you guys Saturday for more horrific fun. Don't let Alone in the Dark give you dreams about unspeakable monsters or unspeakable frustration. And remember, 4 more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 4 more days till Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Raid, damn you.